And welcome to yet another video. In today's video we're gonna talk about 2 tips that gonna help you to be better diver. So the 2 tips that I have to tell you, one is buoyancy and second is consumption. How to be better in your consumption, you can stay longer and you have better buoyancy, so you can stay trimmed all the time. To stay trimmed, of course, you need to practice it, and you have to go with your friend or with your dive buddy, or even if it's a swimming pool in your house, very shallow confined water, you can dive on your own. You're going down, lay flat, start inflate slowly your BCD, and you're breathing in. The first thing is that your upper body goes up and your fins stay down. Of course, if you're willing to practice this, you don't go in the place with the corals. Of course, you find a sandy bottom or even with gravel or whatever you have, and you go lay flat on the bottom, breathe in, breathe out. Nothing happened. So you press a little bit of air on your BCD. After you breathe in, you start going a little bit up, your upper body, it goes up, and your fins, they keep staying on the bottom. There you can see if your fins, if it's heavy or if they light, if they're going up like this or if they go down like that. So in this case you must shift your weights or change your fins if the fins are very heavy and they keep your feet, your upper body, or if the fins are very light and they're lifting your legs up and you end up like this. You're shifting your weight, that means that you're shifting your balance. It's exactly the same like a swing. You need to stay flat in any case, even if you are on safety stop, if you are making pictures or whatever. How you can make that, I tell you before. Start from the shallow and practice it when you're deeper. It's not necessary to go specific for that, but when you go in the normal dive, you can practice it there. You're pressing as you go, or you're dumping air, or you're adding air on your BCD. And the second one is the breathing. Now I'm talking to you, and I'm not thinking about my breathing rate, yeah? Because I don't care, I have a lot of air. Why are you thinking, oh, I'm breathing fast or I'm breathing slow? Of course, no one teach you to hold your breath underwater. But even if you want to break it, to hold your breath, you can't, because I tried it before. I try to hold my breath and I try to go up. It's not possible to hold your air on your lungs, to have lungs over expansion or whatever. So you don't have to hold your breath underwater, but you control it. Take a big breath, slowly, even slower than you breathe outside of the water. Because I'm not thinking about my breathing rate. It's not something that you're born with. It's only training and diving. The more you dive, the more you're exercising your skills, your consumption. If I have a good trim underwater and I have no more weights that I need, I'm gonna be perfect underwater. My buoyancy is perfect. I'm not kicking like crazy. I'm frog kicking slowly and chill out, which is the frog kick also helps a lot. I'm fixing my gear to be streamlined and I'm breathing slowly and normally. Those 2 things, they're gonna make you, of course, a better diver. The next thing is underwater photography. The most of the divers, they're willing to take a GoPro or a small camera or Olympus or whatever to start making pictures. If you're kicking all the sand from the bottom, for you to just make a picture, a seahorse in the rock or whatever, you ruin the dive for the other divers. You stay neutral buoyant, so for you it's the perfect position to make pictures with a camera, as you have a camera in front of you. And for the other divers also, it's easier because you don't disturb them. A lot of times I see divers kicking on the sand upright and they're just kicking to stay up. Why you make your life so difficult? Just add air on your BCD and they're gonna hold you there. That's why we have the BCD. That's why they call it BCD. buoyancy control device. So it fixes your buoyancy, but you can make the difference with your lungs. Breathe in, I go slightly up. Breathe out, I'm going slightly down. As simple as that. I want to go up, I breathe in. So what does that mean? I'm using less air from my tank all the time, adding air, ejecting air, adding air, ejecting air. No, I just use as much air I need to inflate my lungs so they keep me positive or negative, depends what I want to do underwater. The other thing is the fin kicking. You see a lot of divers, they finning like crazy, up and down, chasing fishes, chasing other divers. We respect the sea and we're going down there to see stuff, but the most of the people in the world, they can't see it. So we need to be careful underwater, respect to the other divers, respect to yourself, and you don't need to have like all the fancy gear that the SCUBA and the Poseidon. You know how many divers I saw with a top-notch gear and the buoyancy is like crap. They have the super duper regulators, those white apexes and the diamond apexes and whatever, and you see them finning like mermaids. Really? Anyway, those two things is the most important: breathing underwater, trimming underwater, and you're gonna be a better diver. Go dive whenever you can, practice those two things, trimming and breathing, and of course you're gonna be a better diver. Thanks for your time and see you in the next video. Bye.